These days, everything is unlimited. Unlimited food at a buffet, unlimited data on your phone, unlimited data for even your Wi-Fi. And the same trend has been picked by the health insurance companies, and they're calling it unlimited sum insured. So, to debunk all the myth that is around unlimited sum insured, today I have with me Rishabh Kashyap, a new face here at the Ditto studio, who will help us answer all the questions that you have and I myself have about unlimited sum insured in health insurance. First of all, welcome, Rishabh.
Pleasure to be here, Sean. Thank you for having me again.
So let's start right away. Is sum insured, which is unlimited sum insured, a marketing gimmick that's coming into the health insurance industry? Let's start from there. That's the question that's right on top of my head.
Well, to answer that, I would say it's yes and no. Yes, it's a marketing stunt to attract more individuals to buy their plans, and no, because it is also a necessity and a need for a lot of people who are looking at ensuring that they have an adequate insurance coverage in their plans to ensure that there aren't many out-of-pocket expenses.
Understood. But let me point out to one data, actually a couple of data points. An average surgery, say for a cataract or cost of cancer treatment, usually doesn't go anywhere above, say, 5, 10, 15 lakhs. So why is this 1 crore or unlimited coverage even coming into the picture?
Well, it's all about requirement, I would say, right? So even though the high value of claims may range between 15 to 20 lakhs, a lot of claims, at least a good chunk of them, right? So the possibility as well as the probability of even costing 15 to 20 lakhs, would be very less. So if you look at the IRDAI's, annual reports, right? So the insurance regulators put out, annual report on a year-on-year basis. So you will see proper statistical points as to what are the claim amounts, how much, certain, treatments cost, and even on a geographical level as well. Right. So I would say if you look at the recent annual report, honestly, it was quite surprising because it did not cost more than 37,000.
Okay.
Yeah. But when we are talking about high value claims, which can range from anywhere between 15 to 20 lakhs, and in the off chance, it may even cost a lot more as well, ranging from even 25 lakhs up to 30 lakhs, if you're talking about transplants in certain, hospitals.
A quick question here. Why did companies go ahead and start unlimited coverage? And what were the points that they considered?
Well, it all falls down to actuarial science, basically, where the insurers see what exactly are the probabilities of someone actually, making a claim for certain, amounts. They look at the average of all the claims that were made in the past and what are the probabilities of those claims coming up again, and what are those high value claims and what are those low value claims. So they look at the IRDA report, as well as they look at the current trends and take all these insights and they build these policies where they offer unlimited coverage. Some policies even right. So just to name a few, would be ACKO Platinum Plan, which offers unlimited coverage, and followed by even companies like Star Health Insurance, which has a policy by the name of Superstar. And not to mention the fact, lastly, with the ICICI Lombard's Elevate policy.
Right. Interestingly, we made a video on all these topics. And one thing that stood out was uh, we saw this trend, right? I'm not sure. I think it was ACKO first coming in with the unlimited plan. And when we saw that they were offering a plan worth uh, over a crore or even unlimited for a good reasonable price, that's when we saw companies like even Lombard coming in to the mix
Indeed.
and giving the Elevate plan. And then the most recent entrant into it is the Superstar policy, kind of a savior of star. you know Now what I see is a trend that is coming in order to save the customers, from high prices. Is that understanding right? Or do you think that this is in order to retain the customers, uh, you know, for them to switch over to a higher sum insured? Like, what's your take on this?
Well, a lot of people have concerns about the adequacy of their health insurance coverage.
Do you get those questions a lot? Do people ask you, is this enough? Is this enough?
Yeah, of course, because a lot of times when we speak to some of our customers, one of the frequently asked questions is, what would be the sum assured that you would recommend? Right. So of course, that's when we bring out topics such as considering the trends towards the medical cost, medical inflation, and all these important macroeconomical points towards the healthcare. We ideally recommend going for somewhere around 10 to even maybe like 20 lakhs to cover at least a good chunk of the major medical costs, which are, of course, the high value claims, right?
Right. Now, as a consumer of not just health insurance, if I have something in abundance, Rishabh, I would go ahead and use it to the max. That's something that humans are, coded to do.
Indeed.
Do you see that happening with people overutilizing their insurance in a way that because they have unlimited sum insured now, do you think frequent hospitalization would be more? Do you think there will be overutilization of your medical cover? So, how do you see this panning out?
Even though unlimited coverage often provides certain benefits, such as comprehensive coverage, financial security, as well as the most important thing an insurance should provide, which is a peace of mind, one thing that people need to understand is the risks that are associated with these kind of policies. Now, at the end of the day, it can only be truly unlimited when the risk pool for the insurance companies and the users who bought those plans are so huge that the insurance companies have no issues whatsoever providing and giving out those kind of benefits. Because the sustainability aspect of those companies is where it all falls down to. Because at the end of the day, if the insurance companies cannot pay for those kind of coverage and those kind of benefits that they are promising, so when that day eventually arrives, it'll be like they are over promising at the beginning, but they end up under delivering on those promises, which should never be the case with any insurers.
I think that is what segments a good insurer from a bad one.
A bad one.
Right. Now, you brought up the topic about the three insurers currently in the market, at least in our spotlight: ACKO Platinum, Superstar, and then ICICI Elevate. Let's hear about them. Let's hear about their unlimited plans and what is it that they're offering. And if you have gotten the chance to get a hold of their premiums, how much do they cost?
Speaking on premiums, for an average 30-year-old individual, it may cost anywhere between 24 to 25,000. But when we talk about someone who is of a much older age, say senior citizens, the premiums can eventually end up going above 70,000 to 1 lakh for an individual person. And if you're talking about a family floater plan, which involves two adults, especially senior citizen parents, it can hover between 1.5 to 1.6 lakhs per annum for an unlimited coverage.
Right. Another question, as probably a policy holder or a potential policy holder, is when I'm presented with two plans, say one average plan, which is promising me higher, actually, in fact, unlimited sum insured, and one which is offering me a decent sum insured, but is a very good insurer. As a consumer, what do I need to consider? Do I go in with the unlimited insurer, the unlimited sum insured with an average insurer, or a decent sum insured with a very good insurer?
Well, I would say it's a decent coverage with an a good company or a great company for that matter, because you do always have different sum assured options. With those kind of insurers. So you have something as basic as a 5 lakh coverage, and you have something as large as 1 or 2 crores worth of coverage amount. Of course, that would not be necessary. Speaking on the lines of decent companies offering unlimited coverages, consumers can be in the receiving end of significant price hikes if the insurance companies receive large amount of claims. So the premium adjustments can be at a significantly larger percentage, not even just on a year-on-year basis from the medical inflation, but also even because of their age as well. So on an average, if insurers change their premiums, say about every 2 years to every 4 years by about 10 to 15%, average companies that provide the unlimited restoration can end up doing this on an annual basis, going about close to 20%. I'm not saying that this has happened. I'm saying that it may happen, because you can never predict what the future actually holds. And if the insurer requires such huge amounts of premiums, they will definitely end up doing so. And not only that, it's also from the plans being continued in the market itself, because the insurer can end up reassessing their entire model about providing such policies, and they can even shelve that product completely, so that no new user or new consumer can actually go for that plan.
Great. So, if you had one final takeaway for someone in the audience who's out there venturing into buying an unlimited sum insured plan, what would be your 2 cents on that?
Well, firstly, reach out to Ditto, speak to our folks. You have seasoned advisors who will always be there to assist you with your proper plans, compare health insurance, tell you the nuances and the pros and cons of the policies with unlimited coverage and the policies, with great companies that don't offer unlimited coverages. So that would always be the first option. And you can do as much research as you want from your end. Find the policies that are best suited for your financial needs and from your affordability as well.
Great. That was sweet and short. Thank you so much, Rishabh. This has really cleared the air around unlimited sum insured. So, folks, there you have it. This brings us to the end of the video. Well, if you like the video, then drop a like and subscribe for more content on insurance. I will see you in the next one. Happy insurance hunting.